6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news, edited by Lal Mallavarachchi, assisted by Sanjay Paladania, and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunadhana says that the reconstruction work of all roads in the country will be started soon after the completion of the debt restructuring process. The Asian Development Bank will provide the necessary assistance for the road development in Sri Lanka. The Education Minister plans to transform the country's education system. The Suraksha insurance scheme introduced for the school children will resume next year. Australia intensifies efforts to curb illegal migrants from Sri Lanka. Foreign news, Biden criticizes most extreme ministers in Israeli government. In sports, the inaugural edition of the Lanka T10 League will be held from the 12th to the 23rd of December. News in detail. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunadhana says that the reconstruction work of all roads in the country will be started soon after the completion of the debt restructuring process. Plans have been drawn to construct a large number of bridges. The Asian Development Bank has come forward to grant financial assistance for these projects. The minister made these remarks at a press briefing held in Colombo yesterday. He also stated that the government aims to complete the debt restructuring activities by September this year. Meanwhile, the Sri Lanka Transport Board yesterday launched a mobile and web-based application to make it easy for the passengers to find out the timetables for long-distance buses. The application, sltb.eseat.lk, was launched by Minister Dr. Bandula Gunadhana after a media briefing at the Government Information Department. While launching the application, the minister said this is Sri Lanka's largest online bus coach reservation platform ever. Through the application, people will be able to reserve seats via its online bus ticket booking services. Reservations can be done through the website 24/7 via hotline number 1315. 400 long-distance buses, including 2,500 routes, were added to the system. The arrival and the departure of the buses will be displayed through the application. This application was launched in line with the program of digitalizing government institutions. Education Minister Dr. Susil Premajayantha said the country's education system will undergo an educational transformation and essential measures will be taken to produce students who are prepared for the 21st century. According to the Education Minister, human resources will be managed for that purpose and education will be transformed in accordance with the worldwide standards in order to produce a sustainable and high-quality education. Expressing his views during a press conference themed Collective Path to a Stable Country held at the Presidential Media Centre today, Minister Premajayantha added that the Suraksha Sisu Rakshanaya insurance scheme introduced for the school children, which was suspended due to the financial crisis, will resume in 2024. The Australian Border Forces firmly states that individuals attempting to enter Australia's borders illegally will not be provided accommodation, as many Sri Lankans seek measures to escape their current circumstances. The Australian Border Force, Sri Lanka's Navy and Sri Lanka Police have stepped up efforts to deter and counter maritime people smuggling from Sri Lanka. Since March 2022, a total of 7 boats carrying 224 people were successfully, safely and legally intercepted off Australia and returned to the island with assistance from the Sri Lankan authorities. Joint Agency Task Force Operations Sovereign Border Commander Rear Admiral Justin Jones stressed there is no change in the policies of Australia. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
A comprehensive banking services package with a branded checkbook as well as debit and credit card exclusively for you.
Minister Mahinda Amravira says that 90% of the paddy storage facilities of the Paddy Marketing Board are now open for paddy purchasing activities. Purchasing of paddy will commence under the funds allocated district-wise. Purchasing of paddy will be conducted island-wide and the Cabinet approval has also been received in this regard. The government aims to commence paddy purchasing centres in every district. 3,315 individuals were recruited for nursing training. The relevant appointment letters were handed over to them at the Minister of Health yesterday by Minister Dr. Kelian Abukwella. He said that plans are underway to establish a nursing university. It was further disclosed that action is being taken to recruit 2,497 nursing officers who have completed the 3 years nursing training. And that ends local news for now.
Elevate your life with People's Bank Excelsior. A comprehensive banking services package with a branded checkbook as well as debit and credit card exclusively for you.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Preliminary investigations have revealed that the private passenger bus accident near the Manampetiya-Kottaliya bridge on Sunday night, where 11 passengers were killed, was due to driving at excessive speed with a broken spring leaf. It is said that the driver had driven at high speed with a broken spring leaf and had lost control of the bus near the Kottaliya bridge, and it had gone off the road and had fallen into the stream. Meanwhile, the bus driver was arrested by the police in connection with the bus accident that took place in Polonnaruwa Manampetiya-Kottaliya bridge at around 7:45 p.m. on July 9th, killing 11 people and injuring 41. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
On to Watchlight. The Committee on Public Enterprise, COPE, recently made a series of decisions pertaining to the Sri Lanka's coconut industry after several administrative concerns and irregularities within the 3 main institutions related to the coconut cultivation were disclosed. Accordingly, a special committee was appointed to both control the white fly disease affecting the coconut plantation, while the need for a common program in consultation with all 3 institutions, the Coconut Development Authority, CDA, Coconut Cultivation Board, CCB, and the Coconut Research Institute, CRI, to control such diseases. It was revealed that 187,623 metric tons of coconut oil and 225,510 metric tons of palm oil have been imported for consumption in the country during 2020 and 2022. Only 22% of the coconut oil consumption is met from the domestic production, while the remaining 78% is met from imported oil. Hence, COPE called for a comprehensive investigation in this regard, highlighting the need to increase the domestic coconut oil production and curb substandard imported coconut oil. And that came to you in Watchlight. Now moving on to world news. The headlines. Biden criticizes most extreme ministers in Israeli government. Turkey calls for new EU membership talks. And 6, including 3 children, killed in a kindergarten stabbing in China. Israeli ministers have criticized the U.S. president after he said their government contained some of the most extreme members he had ever seen. Joe Biden told CNN that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had problems in terms of his coalition when asked why he had not visited the White House. Mr. Netanyahu's nationalist religious coalition included far-right parties. The leader of one of them, National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, denied that he was an extremist. Turkey's president has said his country will support Sweden's bid to join NATO if the European Union opens membership talks for his country. Recep Tayyip Erdogan said he would state his demand at the NATO summit in Lithuania later this week. He added that he had informed U.S. President Joe Biden for his intentions. Mr. Erdogan's comments come ahead of a meeting with Sweden's Prime Minister and NATO Secretary General in the Lithuanian capital, Vilnius. 6 people, including 3 children, have been killed in a kindergarten stabbing in China's southeastern Guangdong province. Police said they have arrested a 25-year-old man with the surname Wu Linxiang. The other victims are a teacher and 2 parents. AFP reported, quoting a local official, 1 person is also injured. Police have called this a case of intentional assault, but not elaborated on the possible motive. Back to the headlines of the world news. Biden criticizes most extreme ministers in Israeli government. Turkey calls for new EU membership talks. 6, including 3 children, killed in a kindergarten stabbing in China. And that ends world news.
Development News is brought to you by Vacancies for women from Deshakti Lanka for housemaids in Kuwait, Oman and Saudi Arabia for ages 23 to 58 years. Contact number 037 7500 500.
The government has focused its attention on the development activities in the Anuradhapura Urban Council area. At the Anuradhapura City Development Committee meeting held yesterday, State Minister Shihan Semasinghe said that as a preliminary measure, physical and human resources in the Urban Council will be developed. The road network will also be renovated under this project. The State Ministers went on to say that the construction work of the Anuradhapura North Bus Stand, which is now being halted due to various reasons, will recommence soon. And that was Development News.
Vacancies for women from Deshakti Lanka for housekeepers, home cooks, caretakers and home nurses in Kuwait, Oman, Saudi Arabia and Singapore for ages 23 to 57 years. Salaries starting from 156,000 rupees. Interviews with foreign agents are now on. Come whether you have a passport or not. Branches, Colombo, Kurunagala, Anuradhapura and Matara. Contact number 037 7500 500.
On to sports news. Sri Lanka Cricket SLC yesterday announced the inaugural edition of the Lanka T10 League is scheduled to be held from the 12th to the 23rd of December this year. The tournament, which was initially planned to be held in June 2023, was shifted to December as SLC deemed the December window the most appropriate to conduct the league. Lanka T10 League, Sri Lanka's newest addition to its annual cricket calendar, will feature some of the finest international stars, along with Sri Lanka's top international stars, and will be played in some of Sri Lanka's top international cricket venues and under lights. And that was sports news.
Go ekak thiyana youth ekata life ekේ change ekata niyamata set wenna as wahagena dakapu hina habe karanna youth ekata niyamata set wenna friendship ekamenna. The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB I Am, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Expo Lanka Freight, EFL, a global leader in integrated logistics and supply chain solutions, has once again proven its commitment to excellence by securing 2 prestigious accolades at the National Business Excellence Awards 2023. The company's remarkable achievements have reaffirmed its position as a trailblazer in the logistics and transport sector, setting new standards for industry excellence and customer satisfaction. This remarkable feat is a testament to the unwavering dedication, expertise and innovative spirit of the entire EFL team. The relentless pursuit of excellence, customer-centric approach and commitment to driving positive change have propelled EFL to new heights in the industry. And that was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth ekata life ekේ change ekata niyamata set wenna as wahagena dakapu hina habe karanna youth ekata niyamata set wenna friendship ekamenna. The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB I Am, a plan for your dream.
And now in economic news.
The central bank said licenses of 15 money changers will not be renewed for 2023 due to the non-compliance with the condition in 2022. In Sri Lanka, central bank triggered the worst currency crisis in its history after cutting rates with printed money from early 2020 and cancelled 1 license in 2022 for buying dollar notes at high rates from the public. And that was economic news.
Weather report.
The Met Department forecasts that several spells of light showers will occur in the western, Sabaragamu and northwestern provinces and in the Kandy, Nuwara, Galle and Matara districts. Showers may occur in the northern and eastern provinces and in the Polonnaruwa district during the morning. Showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in the Uva province and in the Ampara and Batiklo district during the evening or night. And that was the weather report. And prior to concluding this news broadcast, the headlines once again. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardene says that the reconstruction work of all roads in the country will be started soon after the completion of the debt restructuring process. The Asian Development Bank will provide the necessary assistance for the road development in Sri Lanka. The Education Minister plans to transform the country's education system. The Suraksha insurance scheme introduced for the school children will resume next year. Australia intensifies efforts to curb illegal migrants from Sri Lanka. Foreign news, Biden criticizes most extreme ministers in Israeli government. In sports, the inaugural edition of the Lanka T10 League will be held from the 12th to the 23rd of December. And with that, we end this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation and handing over the microphone back to Saundi Tham to continue with the rest of the programs. A very good morning to you, Saundi, and over to you.